Ladies and gentlemen, now today is the final day of the One Festival on Global, and I wanted to quickly go through everything that's going to be leaving the game tonight, because there's a lot of stuff, some stuff you may have already done, some stuff you might not have considered, that is going to be going and not coming back for a while, or potentially never coming back, so do keep that in mind as well. So the first thing is the Eskinal Banner, man. The Eskinal Banner is going to be leaving. He doesn't come back on any other banner that's been released so far on the Japanese version. He was not on the Lolly Merlin banner, however, you can still get him in the coin shop by exchanging 3 other festival coins for him, so there is still a way to get him in the future, but again, if you want to get your 1 Eskinal summons in the bag and done, man, you only have till the patch tonight to do it, so keep that in mind. We're going to be doing the final free-to-play summons live this evening and going for an additional 450 gems. However, one thing with Eskinal to bear in mind as well is the Christmas cosmetics were only available for the last 14 days for gems and are going to be leaving the store tomorrow. So this is the holiday tree, it's kind of the Santa, lumberjack outfit as well, and all 3 of these cosmetics are some of Eskinal's best ones, man. The holiday tree has 6% pierce rate and 1% crit damage, and a good amount of pierce rate is really nice for when Eskinal doesn't crit, just to beef up that damage a little bit more, plus also it's UR as well on top of that. So yeah, in my opinion, all 3 of them are included in his best ones, and definitely very good to pick up. And usually on the free-to-play, I don't pick up the defense pieces, however, this defense piece has 5% base resistance, man, so it's really good for passive damage mitigation, and again, only available for the next 15 hours here, and we don't know when these are going to be coming back. So I'm buying all 3 of these on my free-to-play, and then finally we got the Santa's hat as well, which gives you 2% recovery rate and also 5% regeneration rate. This one, like, it isn't so spicy, but it's a little bit better in comparison to the pirate bandana that does come out next on Global. However, you can get the pirate bandana for free potentially with a new Halt Pass system, so it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to spend the gems for a slightly better cosmetic here, but I'm just gonna go for it, man. I really like the whole Christmas set on Eskinal, and again, it's not a bad set, but bear in mind it's only available for, you know, the next 15 hours, man. So if you don't get any of these cosmetics now, you might not get them. Like, worst case scenario, I would highly recommend everybody picks up the defense piece, because the other pieces, again, there's stuff quite close to it, but 5% resistance on the base is really good, so just something to keep in mind there. Also, this is something I haven't done, I need to do. Under the One Festival, you got the Hawk event here, and you got the Growth event, and this is something I always find myself forgetting at the moment, but I opened this up and I was like, dude, there's like 100 demon materials here for a very easy time, plus a couple of SSR pendants, and this rotates out tomorrow, so if you haven't already done this, man, again, a very good thing to do before reset tomorrow. Also on top of that, you got the general the One Festival stuff, so if you haven't done Hawk's Treasure Hunt event, you want to make sure that you use, you know, everything that you have remaining. Also, if you've got any coins from boss battles, the Lucky Exchange shop here, maybe pick up some Deanne cosmetics if you need them, some Liz outfits if you want. I think on my free-to-play account, man, I don't know what I'm going to go for, like, because I've already got, like, Deanne cosmetics from various events, so I might just go for the emotes, in all fairness, man. I don't think there's, you know, anything, like, overly exciting here, but that does bring me on to the next thing, which is really important to bear in mind, and that is event food. So currently we have the super overpowered food, like, that's made from cheese, champagne, cocoa powder as well, and all of this food is going to be leaving the game on reset today with the brand new patch. So keep in mind, as soon as that patch updates, man, all of this food is going to go from your inventory, all the materials are gone, and we don't know when it's coming back. So it's definitely, well, almost definitely not coming back within the next 3 weeks. So if you haven't already done Tower, if you need to make a push in story, again, tonight is the time to do that. And especially if you do want that 3 SR achievement on floor 25 and Lost Vein Meliodas carrying with a 40% damage reduction food. You want to make sure that you do this tonight. So keep in mind, it's use it or lose it with all of the festival food at the moment. You have less than 15 hours before it disappears from your inventory. And I think the patch is coming even earlier this evening. So yeah, get on the grind as soon as you possibly can. And one thing also to keep in mind as well is that I think Final Boss Barn is actually going to be lasting for the full 15 hours remaining, so a little bit after the patch as well. But if you haven't already farmed out the cosmetics, done the milestones, and on my free-to-play, I need to grind it a little bit more because I'm still missing the 5 gems here and potentially 3 Super Awakening coins as well. And also, I haven't got the outfit for Barn yet, so yeah, it's not like I need it, man. I already, you know, use this guy on the free-to-play, but it's always like good to pick up for Barn because there are so many copies of this character in this game. So yeah, I need to grind out the remaining 110 coins and get that. But yeah, I've been super slack at farming Final Boss on my free-to-play, man, so that's definitely something that, yeah, I could have been a little bit more on top of in comparison. Now, the next thing, and this is a really, really big thing, man, the equipment draw rate up event is ending with the patch tomorrow. So the chance to get anything SSR goes from 8% to 4%. So this is the time where you want to rinse all of your gold through the equipment draw. Again, we've been talking about this a fair bit the last couple of weeks, and hopefully you've been on top of it and you've rinsed like the majority of your gold. But make sure before the update tomorrow, again, you don't need anything more than like 50 million gold. I'm probably going to be taking both my accounts down to between like 20 and 50 million. So yeah, like making this video, man, is making me realize like how much I've still got to do today. But yeah, equipment draw rate up again, additional hammers, awakening stones, pieces of SSR gear to salvage, because you also have the salvage rate up event at the moment. They have actually confirmed that with tomorrow's update, salvage rate up will be staying, but I didn't see anything in the patch notes about equipment draw rate up. So yeah, this is the time you've got to salvage all of your gold through the equipment drawer, man. Just get as many hammers, as many anvils, as many awakening stones as you possibly can, because yeah, the last 2 weeks have been the best time in the entire history of the game to just funnel all of the gold that you hopefully farmed up in the last couple of months through equipment draw. But again, you've got a very limited amount of time to do that as well, so do keep that in mind. Also, going back to a couple of things here, make sure you claim your free gems if you haven't already in the chapter clear event, and hopefully you've cleared up to chapter 12 to get like the full 30 bonus there. Also, any PvP matches, you know, you have all the additional milestones here, the 50 anvils, the awakening coins, the engraving stones on top of that. Also, one thing, King's Exchange. Now, one thing I think is worth doing for every single player, if you haven't done already, is converting your R pendants into anvils. Like, there are so many R pendants, dude, that I've got even on my free-to-play. So yeah, I've already converted all of those into anvils. Potentially as well, you can convert, if you've got an excess of SR pendants and you really need SSR, you can trade them up as well. You can swap around demon materials. It's not really a good value trade in all fairness. So yeah, I don't really recommend doing that one. One thing potentially that might not be bad for some people if you're really thirsty for UR gear and engraving stones on certain characters. Again, if you've really been on top of your gold farming and you've got loads of hammers, literally on my main account, man, massive whale account, we did like almost 2 billion through the equipment draw. We got about like 700 to 900 hammers. So one thing you can do if you desperately need UR engraving stones is convert hammers into UR stones. So you can get up to 20 UR stones here. Again, it's not like the best thing and it's not the worst thing to do. It really depends like what resource you need the most in comparison. But yeah, it's not a bad trade, but it's not a great one either. But it depends how desperate you are for UR pieces there, because again, hammers are still really, really nice for like perfecting your gear overall. But again, there's a fair bit to do. And then also time attack, if you haven't already done that, use 4 5-star awakening stones to get 4 back. So that's really, really nice. But yeah, man, there's just a crazy amount of stuff that's been going on these last few weeks. And also with tomorrow's update as well, you know, we got so much new content. We got more story content. We got Final Boss Eskinal, the release of Assault Mode Meliodas, loads of side events, the revamped Hawk Pass as well. And one thing that's going to be coming to Global tomorrow as well is the new Hawk Pass system, where you can get like this new resource, Hawk's Bowls, or whatever it's going to be called on Global, just via doing the various missions on this pass. And then you can use these to actually buy cosmetics for the one Eskinal. So even if you're free to play, you can work toward these cosmetics without spending gems on them, but you also do have the option, if you just want to like buy the cosmetics or gems. So the axe from this Hawk Pass tomorrow, man, is really good, because it's got like 3% crit chance, which again is fantastic for the one, but also 3% pierce rate as well. So yeah, really nice on that. And I think the other things like aren't as spicy in comparison. The headband isn't super great. I've got the translated stats, what is it, in my inbox here. So yeah, the headband for Eskinal is here, and it has 3% recovery rate and also 2% regeneration. So again, in comparison to the Christmas one I would say is a fair bit better there, but I do think the Pirate Axe is a little bit better in comparison to the Christmas one. But also that 6% penetration rate from the Christmas tree is really nice versus Tank Diane, just for a little bit of flat damage. And also the pirate costume is really nice, because it's got 3% resistance and also 2% crit resistance as well. So again, overall not quite as valuable in comparison to the Christmas outfit, but still like really nice. And the fact that you can, you know, save up these new Hawk Pass resources that will be coming tomorrow, and just like buy these with those and not have to use gems on a free-to-play account, man, is an absolute godsend. So the new Hawk Pass system for free-to-play is literally like 10 times better in comparison to the current one, which, you know, gives you like, what is it, one or two gems and like one SSR pendant every time it comes around. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for all of the events that are happening today, and some of the stuff that's going to be arriving tomorrow as well. Hopefully this breakdown video was somewhat useful in reminding you of something that you need to do before the update tomorrow. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, please do smash that like button. That'd be really appreciated. Aside from that, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.
You are not subscribed to the whale sin of spending? Who decided that? Subscribe now, or enjoy the bitter taste of regret.